So, skincare routine from first minute that I wake up till the minute I go to bed. If you haven't already watched it, watch the previous video which talks about little tweaks that I've made to my skincare routine throughout summer that I think have been very effective. Because some of the products that I mention in this video you need a little bit more information on, so you can get those in the previous. Just two little things that I said in the last one as well. What works for me might not work for you. So just use your common sense. I've got combination skin and I'm 30. If you've got dry skin and you're 60 or very oily skin and you're 14, we might not need the same products. In fact, it's pretty likely we won't. The second thing is that I can't physically fit every single product that I use into one video. It just is not going to happen. There are too many of them. I use a lot of products anyway, but also I test them for my website, for writing for other websites and magazines, so there would just be far too much to fit in. What I have done is narrowed it down to a few examples for each step of the skincare routine, and wherever possible, you know, it's products that are my staple core products that I use over and over again. Here we go, from dawn till dusk or what have you. First of all, it would be the morning cleanse. Now the morning cleanse, because I do such an intensive evening or nighttime cleanse, doesn't need to be that deep. So normally I'll use a micellar water or a cleansing water, and Bioderma is obviously a good example. There are loads, and I've done a separate video on them actually, so all of those are nice. Really into La Roche-Posay as well. If I want to feel fresh and have the feeling of water on my skin, and you know, sometimes you just feel like you want that squeaky clean feeling, then I might use the LMS Trienzyme resurfacing facial wash, which is just lovely, leaves you feeling super clean but also leaves your skin feeling very bright. It's mildly exfoliating. And then I'll usually have a little spritz of some kind of water or toner or floral spray before I do my makeup. Favourites at the moment are Vichy, which is just a massive can of nice kind of thermal spring water, and it's good during the summer, good to take on holiday as well for kind of car journeys and that kind of thing. But my favourite actual toner at the moment is the Pi Bio Affinity Toner, which is really high in kind of active ingredients and doesn't have any alcohol in. So really good for my type of skin, which has got an oily T-zone, helps to kind of control the oil but not strip it away, so you're not making your skin overproduce more oil. And then after that I'll moisturise. Now the type of moisturiser that I use depends on whether I'm going to be wearing any makeup and whether that makeup, so tinted moisturiser, foundation, complexion enhancer, contains an SPF, because there's no point layering them up. So I will just use a moisturiser that doesn't have an inbuilt SPF. So just a couple here to show you that I think are quite good. There's a Chantecaille Water Flower Fluid, which is oil-free, brilliant for summer. Really nice, expensive, bit of a luxury item that one, but I do love it. Then there's the Emma Hardy Amazing Face Hydrating Lotion, which is the lighter version of the standard, also great for summer. Dr. Hauschka do a lighter version of their rose cream, and this one's again perfect for if you are prone to a little bit of oiliness but you still want to feel moisturised. Really, really nice. And then two that aren't really kind of light moisturisers per se, but they're not ultra heavy and ultra rich either. Melvita's Youthful Skin Cream Natural Lift, which I'm obsessed with at the moment, has a kind of like balmy, bouncy feel to it. Really, really love that one. And also a bit of a budget one that's very good, I'm really impressed with, which is Soap and Glory Catch a Wrinkle. And this is actually, I think, pretty much a dupe of Bliss's Youth as We Know It, which is very, very expensive. This isn't very expensive at all. Really love the smell, really love the texture, seems to be good under makeup, so that's a good option if you're on a budget. The kind of makeup that I'm talking about, complexion enhancers and tinted moisturisers, obviously tinted moisturiser, you know what I mean. This one's just number 7, it's got an SPF 15. Really, really lovely tinted moisturiser, that one. And then these complexion enhancers have just got an SPF, they're slightly kind of illuminating, they just make you look really fresh and with a hint of colour. So this one's the Amora Vixa Complexion Enhancer, which is incredibly expensive, but I absolutely love it. But I kind of save that for when I need to look really, really, really amazing, but with no makeup on. And then Origin's Vitasing SPF 15, which isn't great on very, very fair skin, but brilliant if you've got fair, medium or darker skin. Just gives it a really good kind of glowing pep up. If I do need an SPF in my moisturiser, my favourite one at the moment is the Caudalie Vino Perfect with SPF 15. Leaves the skin quite matte, gorgeous to put makeup over, or just gives a very nice finish if you're not going to wear any makeup at all. There are also a couple of others that I'm just going to think of off the top of my head that have got an SPF in that are good and not too expensive. Number 7 do their Protect and Perfect, which has got UVA and UVB protection, and Clarins have their Multi-Active Jour, which is another really nice one, SPF 15. So then we're on to evening. Now, if you want more detail about these two kind of cleansing and exfoliating things, then have a look at the previous video, which is my skincare tweaks that I've made, because there's a lot more detail. But basically in the evening I'll do my major cleanse, and if I've been working all day, I've got loads of makeup on, I'll do it as soon as I don't need to be wearing makeup anymore. 4 cleansers, mentioned these in the last one: Nubo Cell Dynamic, Alpha H Balancing Cleanser with Aloe Vera, Pi Camellia and Rose, which is brilliant on sensitive skin, and the good old cult classic Lizelle Hot Cloth Cleanser. And all of these I use all over my face, including the eye area, work them into my mascara, and then use either a muslin cloth to take them off after about 4 or 5 minutes, leaving them on, or once or twice a week I'll use my Clarisonic. Now, after cleansing, we're on to kind of night treatments, and quite a few nights I don't use a moisturiser anymore, so for more information on that, again, see the previous video. I'm using Alpha H's Liquid Gold every either other night or every 3 nights, which is amazing. It's just a kind of resurfacing exfoliant that works on the surface and deeper down, and that's what I think is making my skin very kind of clear and bright and blemish free. On other nights I use the Liquid Gold Serum, and again, look to the last video for more information on that. And then every 3rd night or every other night, depending on how I feel and how my skin feels, I'll just use whatever moisturiser or facial treatment oil or whatever I want. But the main thing is I don't go too over the top with the glycolic acid. I don't use it every day. So other things, you know, like facial treatment oil, I might use the Pi Rosehip Biogenerate oil, which is like a thick, really concentrated rosehip oil, which I love. Or Darphan's Aromatic Care. This is a tangerine one. These smell incredible. I've been obsessed with this for quite a long time now. But really nice, it's just a light facial treat. I don't tend to press any of the oils into the T-zone. I might use a little bit of alcohol-free toner before I use them, just to keep the oil under control in the centre of my face. And then if my skin is feeling extremely sensitive or sore, or I feel like I've kind of been a bit too harsh on it, or I've been at work and people have been using baby wipes on my face and rubbing them up and down, then I've got 2 really good standby treatments that I use. They've actually been developed for people who have had very serious cosmetic peels, so they're very healing, they're very kind of regenerating, and I just think that they're worth having in storage, even if you're not using them on a regular basis, just for if you ever have any kind of skin mishap, because they're amazing. The first one is the Pro Recovery Skincare from La Roche-Posay. I've used this quite a lot over the summer. You know when you've got that feeling on your skin, you're not sunburnt, but it feels kind of very tight and just kind of weather beaten. It's brilliant for that. And also for Lorga do a good version. This is the Post-Laser Peeling Injections and Irritations Cream. Epidermal Restorative Cream, which looks like this, smaller tube, brilliant again. Just because I know somebody will ask me, 3 kind of favourite eye creams of the moment. Strivectin SD. Now, I know I did my Strivectin challenge and I was supposed to do a follow-up video, but I just literally haven't had time. This is amazing. I really, really rate it. Very, very moisturising, seems to have brilliant ingredients in it, and you know, seems to have kept my under eyes looking very kind of fresh and youthful, so love that one. The price looks a bit shocking at first, but you have to remember that you're getting twice as much in it as in a normal eye cream. You get 30ml, so it's a good kind of whopping tube of that. Pi Echium Eye Cream. As you can see, I've got well into my Pi skincare as well recently. This is the anti-aging eye cream. Really soft and gentle and soothing. and brilliant for delicate skin. And then another thing from Filorga. You can tell who my favourite brands of the moment are, I think. This is Optimize, and I just really like the texture of it. It feels very high tech, feels very kind of, not tightening, but just freshening, I suppose. So, those are 3 eye creams. That's pretty much my whole skincare routine, apart from treatments and masks and things like that. But I think that shall have to be a separate video. There'll be a couple more targeted videos after this one, with more specific areas of skincare routine. And obviously as well, follow on the website, make sure you subscribe, follow on Twitter, because there's always bits and pieces of information coming up on there. And that's me for the moment, so I shall see you in the next video.